2023 on EA Sports. And there's no love lost between the AFC East foes. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets on EA Sports.
With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a match like this. It's really what impacts he makes his strategic here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable. Not just runners, but guys who can catch them as well. It's really the number of touches that determine things these days.
Just to get it started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be for the inside 5. And it's past the 22-yard line. Here's Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead the Miami offense.
Every quarterback has a little bit of his own signature style out there for this guy. He really plays the game in a different way. It's a couple of muscle up here. As we see, it's truly unique. It's not just the strongest catcher, but the best athlete in the position. He has that sort of way of seeing action and allowing him to make extra plays out there.
Two in a row right away. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. They're going to get down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good second pass there right to the back.
That's what we like to call it. Get them in the rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. Once that's completed, then you just need to keep moving there because it's confidence elevated.
From 30 second and down to Tua. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
They can make out firing in this one. And while that was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot they take in this game.
And an early pass plays in. This is 32. Here's a handoff. And it gets it to 32. Now first down. Give me 3 yards for first down. Getting that 3 and out. Finally, set on the drive.
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not be much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, have a snap, and hope that you can carry it through.
From the 32 now, first is 10. From gun, now they'll try to run it. 19 is way forward here, but just leads her down. 6 and down. Here, first down, it's still on the positive play for the offense. At least take 2 units. That's what we're going to do here. Second down. it off the gun. And he'll get out to about the 40.
I think we can say that those types of plays that backbone of this offense. No, not everyone's going to be a kick hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result each and every time. Too early to throw on 3rd and 2. That will cut it. It's scooped up by Jacks. And it's got a right field position at the 47-yard line of enemy territory. And without it down, not the way they pitched that opening drive of Florida. No, they make progress. They was exactly like a year, but they were making a few yards along the way. Now they caught up. They go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Jacks now in a great position here to starting things out. Under center is the 6'2", 225-pound single Aaron Rodgers.
They're very, very cool quarterback in the NFL. Been consistent throughout their career. And there's Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long. He's been no decline in his skills. His accuracy, his arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him. His mistakes, few and far between.
Now out of the football recovery, it's Rodgers. He's going to take it out just shy of the 35.
That looked like a pretty good combination there. But you got to find a way to clear the guy under the drag. And what you do is you put the ball on it and then let him run.
Gets space. Play action now. Rodgers. Got it, and it's hard. It's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Brilliant gain of 25 yards. Really been a good idea to start that. That's really the only place position out here. They are doing the first day to the field on their first drive.
That feels good, but you know their stuff all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got to better a little bit. Now it's a touchdown on them. Look out, you won the momentum now early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they work harder. And they'll finally lay down inside 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards carry every second down.
That's a good play by the guy that needs to stop the ball. Also, gain 2. And that changes the play a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. And now he's got to be back going to the air. But then he makes the game ground game.
Another run on second down, Carter. And they get about 4 there. It takes the 10 down to the 6. Dolphins bring out a defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing out Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're on 3rd down. They actually closed off all passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here's Greg Zerline now to try to make a field goal from the left hand chip shot here. Zerline kicks it to the goal. Somewhat happy. They wanted 6. They got to bring in the early lead.
Be happy. The guys are getting down the field. These guys got to get a little hope. Good things are the story they pay for.
And the field goal goes on. there now to send this one away. Fields right around the goal line. And it's a good special team coverage. They bring it down outside 15. So Miami coming out there the second drive. They fought the last time they had the ball. Fortunate to only let it go field goal. We bring down the score as they are first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he wants to throw that one away.
Someone's been playing his best design days. That was good for the wrong on the sideline. No points for that one to get in there. It's still completely.
So after the completion on first, now second and 10. So, with the 30 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. First carry, and he fights forward for Russell. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he gets support. I think maybe he gets there. It's understands the offensive is going to do it all over the snap. Great job of scouting prior to the game. And they reacted to taking the right out of the ball carrier.
From the gun, he'll hit him off. And finds himself a field here. Good vision there. He's across the field down to the 45-yard line.
So many different ways. In this case, you got to get back to quick and shift. You can make moves, make miss, but also get to and roll before it closes down. That's the benefit of that speed job signing people in the secondary. That led to a nice game.
So in jet territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Look at pass to now stoppage here as it looks like the Dolphins are shaking up on the play. We'll get an identity when we return at my stadium. Second and 8 coming up. A run with Mostert up the middle. Getting 3 on them there now. They're looking to get a third and about 5. Here's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. He's going to let that fly. And fall to the ground and bring things up 4th down.
The man coverage on the outside. If I might cover on the DB, he'll tell me that they'll take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. That's just enough to get it done.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3 now to kick it away. Field goal just outside the goal line. That's a pretty good return here. So this is 29. Back up the field coming New York Jets for their second drive. And last night they got 3 points, but there was a chip-shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip-shot, maybe it's not too bad.
It's a balancing act. You're exactly right. None plays. They didn't punch it in for 6 points. Let's remember they did points on the board for it. In this league, you can take what you can get. Not easy done.
They'll start on the ground. This will be a short. Nice pick up of 9 yards over touchdown. The sets are Charlie coming on the outside of the field of the game. You're curious to see if that continues to progress.
Yeah, we always talk about variety of calls between run and pass. But in this case, for the run game, you can recruit there as well. Run it inside and outside. You can get that butts off balance.
Ball again. So that first 10 is in Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead ball. And he can only manage a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They expected it was a power play coming out. They're right. And they cut down just a couple for first down. The last good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Rodgers. He's got another first down as he put down at the defensive 27-yard line. If you put 50 yards on that, the Jets move the chains. They settled for 3 last drive. It was the second goal in 6. In good situation for 1st and 10. Oh, good move. That's also a pick of 8. Leaves it 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective there. They start to smell the end zone.
Make sure you it's a dominance of the physicality and pound the rock.
8 yards to gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and couple. Second down over the ball. And they'll get it this time. It's a 70. MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. As they got it for first and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got it. This is just going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go to turnover as defense get it at the 20-yard line. That's the second time this happened. They threw it off the carpet. The first was when they lost. Good news here. It doesn't cost them.
They do say things even at the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to maintain possession, but they can't get his hat out of the ball. Can't continue to go around.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last name is Brady. They won 6, but they got at least take the monster thing out of it. Second and 11, 19. This offense so far on third down, just worked freely thus far. This is third down and 12. Two are going to go throw. They took their shot, but it's going to go fourth down.
That's an excellent job there on third down. Getting defense, you never let them get anything started. And that one would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive, you get wings, it's down.
Better play on now. He's in this way. Now, fair catch all forward and take it at the 37-yard line. A 40-yard line, no return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Just throw it to Rodgers.
The best receivers we know over these seasons are quarterbacks. Hey, I'm not about to win you cannot overthrow me. But guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, it timed it up pretty well. But on that one, he just overshot it.
On second and Rodgers. That's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards there. The Jets have it first.
It's an easy thing, and they work this cut all. They work all the time in pattern, and this time they paid off for them. One thing to the field, cut it to the outside, ball is delivered, it's complete down the completion.
Throwing on for down with Rodgers.
I'm watching him drop that slam. I can hear Coach's voice ringing in your ears right now. Can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get backyards before security.
And incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. That ball intercepted. He had his hands on it. Couldn't pull it in.
Very nice coverage there. Missed opportunity for
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about lengths officials sometimes go to catch our quarterbacks, but that was hard to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to just penalize the same way for all quarterbacks. But when the star back there, even more so than we do diligent about it.
It's going to be 10 out of 16.
Situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
He's got Anderson right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And Hill with it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Jets set to take the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Hall again.
Dances by at the 20. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 17. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, The coverage downfield, equally good.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Tua.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On first down, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. On the draw, it's Hall.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Rodgers now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
They'll give to Hall.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this a 39-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that should set them up well for the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers caught by Wilson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a give to Hall. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll give to Carter here on the option. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
They'll run with Carter. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Hall. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It's in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And out will come the offense as they take over. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Now Hall to start the drive. Ooh, the juke. 84 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff for Hall. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and the Jets are going to have a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Draw play, Carter. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Carter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the lead will hold at 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run the toss to Mostert. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out now come the Jets. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Hall again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And again, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, Wilson. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Hall again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Tua now on first down. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This is Anderson over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Tua to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Get something together. That's right.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And New York set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Carter on the read option. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Berrios. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns. 1:09 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. second down and 6 now from the 42. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.